Hey allihopa, hi everyone and welcome to another video from Say It in Swedish. I'm your host JOAKIM as always, and today I thought we would take a look at some weird Swedish expressions. These expressions don't make much sense even to Swedes. We know about them, we use them, but we don't know why we do that or why we say this. Let's jump right into it with ha is I magen, to have ice in your tummy or stomach. And I couldn't find the origin for this expression, and it makes kind of semi-sense. It means that you should put on your cool, you should remain calm and cool, so you have ice in your stomach. The origin of this expression might be that, you know, if you have warm feelings and you have a lot of compassion, then you care a lot, and if you are a cold person, then you don't really care, which means that you can remain calm more. So I think that the meaning has wandered a bit. Maybe, I don't know the whole origin of this expression, but that is something that it could be this way. It doesn't really matter, does it? It's just something that we Swedes say. So let's say that you are investing in stock and the stock markets or the stock prices are plumbing and the value is decreasing, and then you are asking yourself, should I sell the stock now? And some people might say, no, you should have ice in your stomach. A bunch of expressions are just weird because they are misinterpreted. Maybe they are loans from another language, and you know, in the past we weren't as literate as we are today. We almost didn't even speak our own language properly, meaning we spoke only our dialect in our village, and that was fine. So when hearing foreign words, we wouldn't really know how to pronounce those words properly. So a lot of expressions that we borrowed might get new weird versions. And this one is an example of that. Lägga rabarber på något. To lay rhubarb on something. Rhubarb shouldn't be there. The word should be embargo, which is a Spanish word. Someone misinterpreted or misheard the word embargo, or couldn't really pronounce it properly, and then we had rabarber, and thus we got this weird expression instead. And it just means that you want to be the first to grab something, so that's what that means. Our next expression is vara het på gröten, to be hot on the porridge, which means that you are too eager to wait for something, so you want to do it right now, or you want to have it right now. You are the first one in line to get that thing or get that done or whatever. And the whole expression is den som är het på gröten kan lätt bränna sig. This doesn't make a lot of sense just like that, because the word order seems a bit off, because you are not hot on the porridge. The porridge is hot. That's the significant part here. So if you eat the hot porridge too soon, then you can burn yourself, and that's what this expression is all about, or at least initially. It means that if you are too eager, then you can burn yourself, or you can hurt yourself, or whatever. You shouldn't be too eager. But then the expression got shortened, and the meaning changed a bit, so it just means that you are very eager to do something. Then we've got a kind of funny idiom, because just listen to this. Smaken är som baken. The taste is like the butt. Which sounds a bit weird. Why would the taste be like a butt, right? And then we have delad, which means parted. And fine, the whole expression makes sense, but what doesn't make sense is why it's constructed, or who came up with this expression at all? Why the butt? There are a lot of divided things in the world that you could choose from. Then we have att göra någon en björntjänst. To do someone a bear's favor. And att göra någon en björntjänst means that you want to be nice, and you make something, or you do something for someone as a favor. Maybe you aren't even asked to do it, but you do something because you want to be nice, but it turns out a disaster or whatever. It's not going very well. It's just making everything worse. That's a bear's favor. And this comes from a novel, a French novel. I have to read this, called L'ours l'amateur des jardins, or something like that. And I think it was The Bear and the Gardener. And the bear wants to kill a fly that is bothering the gardener, and he picks up a rock and kills the fly, but he also kills the gardener at the same time because he's hitting him with a rock. So that's that. Don't do people a bear's favor. Next we have det kostar skjortan. It costs the shirt, which means that something is very expensive. And I couldn't find the origin for this, but it's something weird that we say. I don't know if maybe the shirts were were very expensive back in the day. I don't know, but it's something kind of weird that we Swedes say. We say that something costs the shirt. Det kostar skjortan. It's very expensive. And this one, I think that most Swedes don't even know the origin for this one. And I think that if you're a Swede, you would instantly think of mashed potatoes, and you would think that it's kind of disgusting to have whipped cream or cream on your mashed potatoes. The expression is GRÄDDE på MOSET, which means cream on the mashed something. And in this case, it's actually apples, not potatoes. And this means that something is the highlight of something. It's the cream, the crème de la crème. It's the cream on your mashed, in this case, apples, and not potatoes. And it just means, or the origin is that someone is too picky to just, or to like, you know, like that, choosy or picky to eat just apples, or mashed apples, or what, äppelmos. And they want whipped cream on the top. And then we have VARENDA KOTTE, which sounds like it would mean each cone from, you know, a pine tree or a fir or whatever. But actually the word kotte is Finnish kotti for a boy. So it means each boy, but in Swedish we would think that it means each coat. And the expression just means everybody. So varenda kotte, each and everyone. That's what it means. Alright, let's take two more. SAKEN and BIFF. Kind of funny because it sounds like it means the thing is steak, but it's not steak. BIFF was initially so BIFF in SAKEN and BIFF, the thing is steak, doesn't mean steak. It's actually an abbreviation for bifalles, which means granted. So the thing or the request has been granted by someone, and this was an expression for in the army. When they wanted to request something, they handed in a note, and then if it was granted, then the thing was steak. And the last expression is ingen ko på isen, which means everything is fine, it's calm, nothing to panic about. And this sounds very odd. There's no cow on the ice. And why would that be a good or a bad thing? But if we know the origin of this expression, and if we listen to the second part of this expression, then everything is much clearer. So the whole expression is ingen ko på isen så länge rumpan är i land. So no cow is on the ice as long as the butt is on land. And the origin for this expression is the cows, they had to get water, and it was kind of hard to get to carry water to the cows all the time. So you took them down to a lake maybe, and if the lake was frozen, you had to carve a hole in the lake. And if the whole cow was on the ice, the cow could slip and hurt herself, and had to be put down because there was nothing to do with that cow. And so everything was calm as long as the rear legs weren't on the ice. They were on land, so there was no chance to slip, etc. So that's the whole story about that expression. So Swedish, that was everything that I had for you today. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you learned something. These expressions are indeed used today in Sweden, so feel free to use them. They might sound a bit weird to you, but we are used to using them. So feel free to do that. Thank you so much for watching, liking and subscribing. Please leave a comment down below. And if you want to learn more Swedish, stop by sayitinswedish.com, where I've got free audio lessons for you and vocabulary lists. And see you in another video. Please share this one with all your friends, and we will see each other in the next video. Hej då!